Skateboarding is freedom. And maybe I felt that somehow deep inside from the moment I learned about what it was. From the way the activity is associated with rebellion to how it actually feels to be on the board. It gives you freedom to be creative, freedom to challenge yourself, freedom to go fast and feel like you're flying, freedom to be yourself. I've been thinking a lot about what was my knowledge of skateboarding when I was a little kid and what I thought of skateboarding growing up. Whenever I get into a new hobby, I always like to look in my past to see if there was any premonitions that I was gonna like that thing in the future. It's kind of dumb, but it's just something I think about. And so when I was a kid, I don't know if I actually ever saw skateboarding, like an actual skater guy skating at a skate park. I remember seeing a skate park one time in my life. I don't really remember how old I was, but I just remember thinking, how are they going up and down on a half pipe? It's so steep. How are they staying on the board? Skating a half pipe was crazy to me because I didn't know how are you not falling off of it? So I do remember seeing a skate park once, but I don't really know at what point in the timeline that was. As a kid, I do remember watching an episode of Dragon Tales. If you know Dragon Tales, if you're a PBS kid, you should know that show. And the main two characters are two kids named Emmy and Max, I think. And Emmy got a skateboard, and one of the dragons really thought that was cool and wanted to learn how to ride it. And so Emmy is teaching the dragon how to have balance in different ways so that he can learn to ride the skateboard. That's one of the main memories I have, seeing somebody ride a skateboard, which it wasn't actually a skater, it was a cartoon. So that's pretty funny, but yeah, I do remember liking that skateboarding episode. I just remember skateboarding being a cool thing that older kids did, and it was something that I wanted to do at some point, but I thought it was for older kids, and that was something that would be too hard for me, so I never really tried to learn it back then. There was one memory though where I asked my parents for a skateboard for Eid, and they got it for me. But the first time I put my foot on it and I realized that this is gonna be much harder than riding a scooter, I quit after that. Actually, there's a picture here in this photo album of me and my brother, and I'm riding a scooter. Me and my brother and I'm riding a scooter, and he's riding a bike. And so, yeah, I was a scooter kid, but I wasn't annoying people at skate parks, so that's different. And then when I got the skateboard, I put my foot on it and I was like, this is gonna be way too hard. I need to actually put in practice for this. And so I didn't actually use that Spider-Man skateboard they got me. But I still thought skating was cool, and so I was in Old Navy and I saw a shirt with a skateboarder on it. I think he's doing an ollie or something. I don't know what trick he's doing, but I saw that shirt in Old Navy and it had a skateboarder on it, and I thought that was so cool, and so I bought that shirt. And this is a picture of me wearing that shirt. Yeah, see right on the shirt? There's a skateboarder. And I'm holding the Rubik's Cube because I solved the one side of it. I never really got the other sides, but... So then when I moved and I was in a different country, I made a friend and she had a skateboard. And I saw it and I was like, I still want to learn how to ride this thing. At that time, penny boards were quite popular, and so I bought a penny board and I learned how to ride it. And I rode it successfully, except I pushed Mongo. I was a Mongo pusher. I'm admitting it. Thankfully, I got over that eventually because I don't Mongo push anymore. That friend, though, who encouraged me to try and learn to ride a skateboard, or a penny board in my case, she didn't know any tricks. She just rode it around, and we would hill bomb together, and I have lots of good memories of that. So I fulfilled my wish at 12 years old to ride a skateboard. And flash forward, now, it's a big part of my life now. It's crazy how you evolve. Alright guys, I didn't skate for 10 days. So since I just finished recovering from COVID, I don't want to go too crazy. So I'm going to just see if I have my tricks really, see what's rusty and what needs to be improved upon, and just have some fun basically, but not go too crazy because it's really hot too. And yeah, I haven't been outside the house in so long. Like, this is the first time I'm out of the house after like, I don't know, 8 days, 7 days, like a week or something. So let's just have some fun with it. Let's go skate. Not doing too bad, honestly. Just don't have the same energy because I took a break, but not doing too bad, so let's continue. Backside flip. Woo! Yeah. I really want to be free of my problems, and skateboarding gives me a chance to step away from them for a while. It gives me freedom from them for a while. Of course, there will always be problems, but I feel like the more I make videos, the more I talk about the issues I'm having, they seem to lessen a bit. So maybe if I keep making videos, they'll disappear completely. Like, I just made that video called My Struggle with Friendship as a Skater. And then right after I made that video, I made a new friend. It's not a skate friend, but it's still a friend. Lessening that loneliness that I feel. You know, I always wanted to have a coming of age movie type, era, because I feel like I never had one. The more I make these videos and I talk about how I want that, then those things start to happen more in my real life. And I'll try to document them as I go, which is what I'm trying to do with the summer skate bucket list. The summer skate bucket list is like me trying to do things that are coming of age movie vibes, so that I can document them and look back and realize that even though it was kind of a hard time mentally, I was still doing some pretty fun stuff, and it was good times as well. Sounds kind of cringe. It makes me seem like I have like all these big problems. It's like, they're not big, but they're still there and they affect me. So if I can just do cool stuff now, then I can look back at this time as not just being, oh, I was like feeling like this at this time and that like at this time. I was also doing fun stuff as well. Because like, life isn't going to be all bad or all good. Life is a mixed bag. There's good stuff that happens and there's bad stuff that happens. And even when you're in the lowest of the low, if you just think about it, even that has a little bit of goodness in it. So maybe we'll never really be free from our problems because there'll always be more. But skateboarding allows us to have some distance from those problems for a little while. Skateboarding helps us feel free. I still got all my tricks. I didn't try frontside flips or tray flips yet, but a majority of my tricks are still there. And that was kind of the goal, just to see if they're still there. So yeah, I just need to practice and get them going a bit faster because I've been a little bit slower than usual because of, it's really hot. I don't want to exert myself too much already. I just got to get back into it, get back into the rhythm, But yeah, overall it's been pretty good today, despite not skating for like 10 days.